So Javier Guillen is the new president. He succeeds to Christian Prudhomme. Well, first of all, we will do it in English because Javier is more fluent in English. So, first question for the moment, Javier, what does it mean for you to be the new president of this association?
Well, it's a great honor and also a big responsibility. Just because in cycling, we are always talking about for families, UCI, riders, teams, and organizers, and to be the main representative of the organizer for me, it's a very honor, as I said, but also a very good responsibility for me, to assume the role that has been practicing by Christian Prudhomme is also a very good motivation, because Christian for me has been a reference, an inspiration, and he, for me, is a real and good will to follow, in order to try to do all my best in this new post that I assume today.
Some questions? The question is, everything has been said?
I will begin. Mr. Guillen, congratulations for your success. Have you already a clear plan in your mind for the coming years in your role in this job?
Well, my job for sure is to make some continuity about what Christian has been done, because as everybody knows, I've been part of the Christian team in the AIOCC for sure. For me, we had challenge and problem we have to face, especially after having a very tough and if I can say different Vuelta that show us that we are having problem that we ever had, especially when politics and social questions went into the races. This is something that we have to deal. It's true that I'm very optimistic for the next season, 26 and then next year, because I see that circumstances are changing a lot, which provide us the opportunity to handle these questions in a different manner that we had to deal in 2025. There are issues that are on the table. The last one is the debate that has been put on the table about cycling could charge money to come to the races. This is something I don't agree. I think we are in a free sport. We are in a sport that go to see the spectator, even the spectator go to meet us. We are in an open road, so one of my roles is to keep cycling in the situation as it is, and in the situation that always has been. There is also another debate, which is the debate about salary cap. We would like to continue to keep talking about it, because we think it's something we have to talk. We don't know at the end which will be the final result on that, but I think cycling needs to talk about the problems that we have and the situation that we have to handle, and why not to keep talking about that. And for sure, I want to keep continuing our cooperation with UCI teams and riders, because it's crucial. We have a sport that always talk about UCI family, riders family, teams family, and organizer family. But for me, there is only one family, cycling family, and that's the most important thing. How can we make all together to make cycling better?
There is a question of Jack Klopp from AFP. His mic doesn't work. As new president of AIOCC and director of the Vuelta, do you welcome Team Israel Premier Tech name change? And do you think this will be enough to allow the situation to calm down on the races next year?
Well, I hope so. I'm not going to the reason why it's happened, but everybody knows why this change happened today. We got the news that the team not only changed the nationality and the name, also changed the property, which is clear that that situation will help us, everybody, to stay in a different situation than in the past. As we want tranquility, as we want normality, I think that will help us, everybody, to have the cycling that we always had. So on this regard, I think we have to be optimistic for the future.
Next question.
Yes, Mr. Guillen. There is also some troubles in the bunch. Actually, some teams are in financial troubles, and according to Adamanson, for example, a way to solve it is perhaps to share the cake and to share the revenue of the races. Are you open to this kind of thing, or what's your opinion about it?
I'm totally open to talk about any issue, but we've been talking about this kind of points during the last year, and we talked many times. For sure, the dialogue must be still open. But when you see, that what Adam's call about to share the cake, we have to be honest that this is not about to share what we have. This is about to find out new business line, new things that we have to do all together to try to improve our incomes. Because if at the end we share what we have, I think we are not anyone stronger, and maybe what we are doing is people weaker. So what I'm said before, totally open for the debate, totally open for the dialogue, but also totally open for find out new solutions that we never want to talk about. We always want to talk about old solution that we see they are not working at any time.
Next question. One more question.
Perhaps one more. Sorry, Mr. Guillen. We talk a lot about one cycling also. How do you see this project? Do you consider it a danger for cycling? And what's your view about it?
Honestly, I cannot talk about a project. I don't know. I know that UCI, I've been in touch with one cycling interlocutors, but at the end, I think they have not been able to present any project. So that's why I don't know what wine cycling means. I said that with all my respect, but it's true that we don't know what wine cycling is about. And if I don't know what wine cycling is about, I cannot express if I'm on favor, I'm against, I'm afraid or no. What is true is that the calendar is managing by UCI. This is what we have. This is as things have to work. And while UCI is not saying anything about this new project, there is nothing I can say.
Thank you very much.
Next question. No more question.
Yeah, I have a question. Hi. Just a quick one about there's been talk of new races in perhaps Mexico and in Africa and places like this. How optimistic are you about these possible races coming ahead in the future?
Well, I think globalization is one of the challenges for cycling. I think it's a very good idea to expand cycling to Africa and to Latin America, Mexico for sure, because we're talking about countries with a lot of population, and that means we could add more fans to our sport. It's true that in the other side, it's not easy to organize a professional cycling races, but it's also true that it's one of the goals for the UCI for the next years. So, as organizer and as AIOCC president, we will always be backing and supporting whatever serious cycling adventure in Africa, Latin America, even Mexico.
Next question.
Yeah, I have a question as well.
Last two questions.
I have a question as well. It's about cycling in the Netherlands. There are a lot of races in the Netherlands now, which are on a circuit, like a 10-kilometer circuit, because like it's easier to organize. How do you look at that? And do you think like that will be the future for the whole cycling world? That it's not possible anymore to go from A to B, but...
Well, this is a question more for UCI than for me, but for sure, whatever, let's say, reordering of the calendar must be said and thought, just thinking in the possibility that races can be developed. One of the questions that we always have on the table is the overlaps of the races, and for me, we need to have a good calendar. It doesn't mean we need races and races and races. It means that we need races with quality, races where fans can follow easy, and races where fans can follow without the inconvenient to renounce one of them because they are having at the same time. But it's true that also in Netherlands, you are a cycling country. Vuelta depart from there twice, one from Utrecht, another one from Assen in 2009, and I got the opportunity to see how your country lives cycling, and for me, it was a real inspiration.